The most terrifying thing isn't what you hear at night, it's what hears you. I wasn't sleeping, I was listening. Maria hadn't slept for 2 nights in a row. She lay on her back, staring at the ceiling, counting the cracks, not because she wanted to fall asleep, but because she was afraid to stop listening. At night, the apartment sounded different. By day, it was just a box of walls, furniture, and habits. At night, it transformed into an organism. The pipes pulsed quietly, as if something living flowed through them. The refrigerator clicked with too much regularity, as if it were counting down time. The floorboards creaked, not from movement, but from anticipation. She first heard it around 3 in the morning. Not a sound, a pause between sounds, that specific kind of silence that feels denser than air. Maria lay with her eyes closed and suddenly realized the silence had moved. From the hallway. She didn't open her eyes. She knew if she saw it, it would become real. A step followed, slow, cautious, too deliberate for an old house. Step, pause, another step. They stopped at the bedroom door. Maria felt the tension rise from her toes to her throat. Her body was ready to scream, but her mind held on to one rule. If you don't move, they might take you for someone who is sleeping. On the second night, the sound of breathing appeared. It wasn't loud, it wasn't nearby. It was inside the apartment, as if someone were breathing through all the walls at once. Maria lay with her face buried in the pillow, trying to breathe slowly and shallowly, but the breaths didn't match. Her inhale, and immediately after, a stranger's, a bit deeper, a bit longer, as if someone were learning. A whisper drifted from the hallway. She couldn't make out the words, but the intonation was far too clear. Not a threat, not a plea, a statement of fact. On the third night, the door made a sound. Not a creak, not a bang. It gave way slightly, by a millimeter, no more, as if someone were testing how much it would yield. Maria opened her eyes. The room was the same, but the shadows lay differently. The closet cast an elongated shadow that hadn't been there before. The lamp seemed taller, the ceiling lower, and under the door she could see a narrow strip of darkness that was breathing. "I'm not sleeping," Maria whispered to herself. Her voice sounded like a stranger's. The answer came instantly, from right behind the door. "We know." She sat up in bed. The floor was cold, as if there had been no life in the apartment for a long time. Maria stood up slowly and took a step toward the door. Every step echoed as if the apartment were memorizing it. She touched the handle, and at that exact moment, the breathing was right at her ear. "You listen too well." The light flickered. For a split second, Maria saw her reflection in the closet mirror. She was standing by the door, but she wasn't alone. Someone stood behind her, a bit taller, a bit closer to the wall, and their mouth moved before she could speak. Maria yanked her hand back. She retreated. The mirror darkened. The phone on the nightstand lit up on its own. 0317. The screen reflected the room, and in it, Maria saw the door slowly creak open. She didn't remember how she ended up on the living room sofa. She didn't remember how the rest of the night passed. In the morning, the apartment was quiet. Too quiet. On the floor, across from the bedroom, lay a piece of paper. The handwriting was neat, familiar. "Don't sleep. As long as you are listening, we cannot fully enter." Since that night, Maria hasn't slept. Not by day, not by night. She listens because she realized one thing. The moment she stops, the apartment will have one more tenant.